Hi, my name is Dennis Wong. I'm a practicing attorney in Oakland, California. I also teach at Foothill Community College, where I teach business and business law, and I'm also the director of the Entrepreneur Center there and the Business Incubator. CEO Space is a place where professionals can get trained on continuing education training and credit. The other thing that it does is that it provides an opportunity not only to meet your colleagues and then learn more about what's happening in your industry, but it also provides an opportunity to learn what's happening in other industries. It's actually a focal point for businesses to get together. It also provides you with an opportunity while you're learning for it to get business. Most of the time when you go to, like, for example, me, if I go to a law conference, I liaise and I network with fellow lawyers. But that doesn't give me business. What it does is gives me a contacts and networks that I can use possibly down the future. But here at CEO Space, the difference is that it brings in people from all walks of life. It brings in industries from all, for all different types of industries. It's a unique type of trade show. What they do, or we do, is we replace the trade booths with meal tables. And what the meal tables do is they drive clients to you through proprietary called CME cards. So what happens is that you get the type of clients that you're looking at. So while you're eating the meals, you're also transacting business. You're getting to know the people. You're getting to qualify the clients. Afterwards, you go to have an opportunity to meet with them privately to discuss what type of needs they have. And this applies not only to lawyers, but also to doctors, marketing people, any type of business that you're in. This would be an appropriate place for it. It's a different type of setting. It's very unique. It's very different, but it's very effective.
I once had a client and I said, "Who's your target market?" He said, "El mundo." Those of you that don't speak Spanish, that's the world. And I said, "Whoa, I wonder how much capital this guy has." And I came back and I asked him, I said, "Well, okay, the world. I've got one salesperson sitting out in the lobby. Where do I send them first and why? Why do I send them there?" Understand that segmenting your targets gives you a lot of power.
Everyone comes here and we work very hard at understanding the cooperative model and that kind of stuff. And the thrill to me is when we're sitting at these meals tables and people are leaning in. They're anxious to hear what you're doing. They're anxious to understand what you're doing. They want to find better ways of doing things. If you can't get a dozen and a half customers coming out of the CEO space, you haven't followed the process very well, in my opinion. It happens every time. We have those 6 hours of meal tables every day. You have your presentations. Those presentations at night create a buzz. And it builds and it builds and it builds the momentum. I don't know of any other trade show on earth that even comes close to creating that kind of environment. By the time you get to the end of the week, literally you will have met hundreds of business owners. You will have found your customers. You will have found the networks that can help you solve any of your business problems. It's an accelerator. I've never seen anything like it before. I mean, what do you do? Open up the yellow pages, start hunting for this? No, they're all right here.
So one of the rules here, and you may know this at CEO Space, is that when speakers like myself come out and present, that they're not offering you home study courses and packages and that kind of thing. So what I thought I'd do is instead of selling you a package, I just give you guys one. Is that okay with everybody if I just give you one of my packages? Okay. So at the very end of my talk, I'm going to be out those doors. And if you would like what I have to offer you for free, just bring me your See-Me card or a business card, and I'll just give it to you. And there's a lot more information that I would love to share with you tonight. We just don't have the time to do it, okay? I'm going to give you as much as I can tonight, and I promise you I will give you ideas this evening, right during the session, that can create a sales breakthrough for you. If you're in that space right now where you're ready for a sales breakthrough, I'm going to give you the information.
Hi, my name is Allison Johnson, and I'm from Washington, D.C. I run a company called Metamorphosis Global Advisory. I have never, ever been to anything like CEO Space International in my entire life, and I've had a very honored and privileged background. This is a place where entrepreneurs can come and connect with the people and the resources that they need to implement and execute on the ideas and visions that they've had. I have over 20 years of experience in corporate business development. I have studied and worked across Wall Street to Main Street, and I've never seen anything like this.
You are the Michael Drew.
I am the Michael Drew. Absolutely.
That's the guy that's done how many bestsellers in the New York Times bestsellers in a row?
73 consecutive New York Times bestsellers.
And without patting myself on the back, a good half of those or so with our help.
Absolutely. And a good half of them are CEO Space faculty as well.
Why do you come here 5 times a year and you tithe? You're not even trying to get business. It comes to you, but you're not even trying to get it.
You know, the reality is that CEO Space aligns with my values. And my values is to build community. I love what we do with cooperative capitalism here at CEO Space. If you're in business, you know that you have to constantly look for new information, new innovation, and new experts who are really becoming the experts in specific niches that you might not have understood before. And to do that in a normal business setting takes so much time, so much money, that to do it by yourself doesn't make sense. Coming to CEO Space saves so much time, so much effort, and so much energy getting access to both the information and the people that are going to take your business to the next level. So if you're actually serious as a business owner about taking your business to the next level, you need to be here at CEO Space. And not, it's not just coming once a year, it's coming 3, 4, 5 times a year. I tell you, I love coming back to CEO Space each and every time because I love the opportunity to not only give back to the students, but to be able to learn from these top of industry professionals and experts.
One of the unique aspects of CEO Space is that it's a space where people can interact, and feel safe, especially at the meal tables, and where different people work together. In most trade shows, you're always competing with the person next door for business. But here, it's a cooperative atmosphere where lawyers will be referring business to other lawyers. I get referrals from other lawyers, and I refer work to other lawyers too, because I don't do the patent and trademark, but the patent and trademark attorneys may not necessarily do international contracts, so they'll refer business to me and vice versa. It's an opportunity where surgeons can also refer business to architects, and architects can refer it to dentists and things along that line. So it's a really good place. It's a harmonious place. It's a harmonious space to transact business and actually to move along the same path of economic development and prosperity.
I love to help people with what I do, and that is I teach people how to perfect their marketing message, how to get their message across about their business or their product or service or idea. And so I love to help people, and here at CEO Space, that's what you see all the time. People helping people. There is no competition, there is only cooperation.
My name is Paul Profit. I'm with here at CEO Space. I came here to support my company, Integrity Medical Service. I work in the healthcare industry with mammography and stereotactic biopsy. I came here at the request of a friend and really didn't know what to expect. I've been blown away by the things I've learned. Within the first 30 minutes of classroom, I already realized that I had made some mistakes that I need to have corrected in the company, and I'm on a path to destruction. So the money was made up in the first 30 minutes of being here. So anybody that doesn't believe they need this needs to really be here.
Hi, my name is Lisa Rothstein of LisaRothstein.com and YourWriterForHire.com. I'm a marketing writer and a copy strategist, and this is my first time at CEO Space. I had been hearing about it from many different people. They said, you have to come to this place. You will not, there's really no way to explain it until you're here, and they were right. I have met so many wonderful people, and I've gotten a lot of great leads for clients. These cards I just acquired today. These are called See Me cards. I went running around a room and people just handed me cards saying they wanted me to call them. I am really looking forward to following up with all these folks and writing copy for them. And it's really going to be exciting because the people here are really doing very, very exciting entrepreneurial things. And that's the other thing, is that these are going to be clients that I can't wait to work with.
Another way of looking at CEO Space is that it's a professional money machine. It allows you to run your practice and your business at the same time that you're actually generating leads and new business at the same time. There's no other place that I'm aware of where you can actually get a money back guarantee, that if you're not happy, he'll give you your money back for it. You may be asking yourself, well, why haven't you heard of CEO Space before? Well, it's been around for over 20-something years, almost 30 years. And the reason why you haven't heard about it is because it's by invitation only. The group is very fussy about who they invite into the organization. We want to invite people that share the same philosophy of cooperation, and I believe that CEO Space is one of the catalysts and engines for economic growth in the United States for the 21st century and beyond.
I went to the Women's Expo at the University of Maryland, University College, and I met Bernie Dorman, the founder and the chairman of CEO Space. And it was such energy. I could not believe how many women were in the room who were members of CEO Space or were getting involved, and they were on fire. They had their businesses up and running, they were marketing, they were selling, and I saw myself there in action wanting to be a part of that. And I was like, I want this. How do I get this? What is CEO Space? How can I become a member? I want to go. And it just was just riveting.
I've had a chance to sit down one-on-one with some of these instructors. First of all, at the meal tables, that's an amazing thing because you get to really sit with them and have a whole discussion, work on your pitches with them, and also just get to know them. But also, I've had some terrific one-on-one meetings. I met with Ed Vogel for about an hour the other day, and he gave me some wonderful ideas about segmenting my market and some offers that I could be making today.
Some of the things that I was able to find here and connect with people. The way that they have this cooperative capitalism set up, which is another mind-blowing opportunity to meet people. You just don't expect that people actually want to help you. And
next time I come, I'm going to have a whole strategy about who I'm going to want to talk to and when, and I can't wait.
You walk out of the room and you're like on fire, and you're like, yes, I can do it. And then you've got like almost 1,000 people running around the CEO Space Forum who are ready to help you, who are like there, available, giving cards, talking to you, making meetings, doing deals, saying, this is your dream? You're ready to step out of your fear? I'm here for you. How can I help you? How can I serve you? Completely different environment.
One of the things we do is have meals where we sit with professionals in their industry, where you would have a meal with these instructors and other people around the table and have good food and unbelievable conversation with experts in the industry. That just invaluable time that you get to spend with them and talk about problems you might have with your company or questions you might have to grow your company.
I didn't get that on Wall Street. I never saw it in corporate America, and it's certainly not in all the schools I went to get my education. So I can tell you firsthand, I have 3 Harvard degrees. I've been to every forum, every training, every kind of thing you can think of to get the education I need to be a strong entrepreneur, strong businesswoman. Never got anything like this.
So you have to remember 35% of our time is training with the best coaches and trainers, but the value is meeting them at the meal tables again, setting up private appointments with the See Me cards, see the See Me cards, and making those private appointments and meeting them and look at the one-on-one meetings. It's so efficient. It goes beyond a booth at a trade show where meals make deals and then you're having the evening meetings and follow-up. That's the bottom line.